Warning, this podcast contains a 5-year time jump. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Pretty Little Liars, Season 6, Episode 11 of Late, I Think of Rosewood. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, April.
Hey.
How's it going?
Wonderful. How are you?
Great, thank you. Long time no talk.
I know. It's been a couple months.
Couple months, yeah. See, this is a thing that's always weird to me, is Pretty Little Liars has 2-month break between seasons. But during its actual show, when it goes from mid-season to the second half of the season, there's like a 4-month break.
Yeah, it sucks.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
So when I look at these, the second half of the season is more like the next season to me. That's the way I look at it. Like, this is a new season.
It feels like it.
Yeah, it feels
like it.
Yeah.
Well, especially with the 5-year time jump anyways. I mean,
yeah,
a lot's changed.
It's crazy. So much has changed. What was going through your head watching this episode?
I was bored, actually.
Were you?
Yeah, it was kind of boring to me.
Yeah, I kind of was too, but it was like, I want to know, like, little things, like, what's going on. I'm trying to, like, piece things together, because they don't give you a lot of information, so...
No.
The premieres are always that way. Like, when they come back from the season, they're always really slow.
It always starts slow. It's going to take a few episodes.
Yeah.
I feel. Maybe next one will be a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. So what'd you think about the girls?
They're all a little different. I mean, I would love to point out that Arya is, I feel, the most traumatized by all of this, because she was not a...
No.
Yes. I just had to point it out again. I'm gloating.
Okay, she's not but there's a whole new crime for her to be involved in. But we'll get to that. I don't know. She's messed up. I don't. There's nothing I like about Arya. Nothing.
I love her.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know. You always. Arya's been the most.
One of my favorites.
She's been the most, like, 2-dimensional flat character for me this whole season. And Lucy Hale, I apologize, because I'm not criticizing you as an actress. I just, the character I don't think is
She's always had that little edge. She kind of reminded me of...
Well, yeah, she's had the edge, but they haven't done anything with it. And that's why I was hoping that she was going to be because that would have just...
She was sleeping with her teacher. They clearly did something with the edge.
Yeah, okay. I guess that made her a little interesting.
Right? I mean, come on. You got to give her that.
Yeah.
She was... Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave her a little edge.
The one character that I absolutely could not stand seeing, I can't stand looking at her right now, is Spencer. Those bangs are absolutely horrible. Like, what is up with those bangs?
I don't like them either. They're really irritating.
I wanted to reach through the TV and rip them out of her head.
I didn't like the Toby building a house. I felt like that was, like, so Notebook parody.
Yeah.
Kind of over the top ridiculous.
Yeah, it's absolutely. But that's par for the course with Toby, though. Toby's always been kind of ridiculous when it comes to that.
Yeah, but I mean, that was too cliche.
Yeah, I mean, the two of them, like, talking, and she's like, well, I know you're building it for someone, so Toby's supposedly, maybe seeing someone, like, he had that kind of, like, giddy little laugh to him, like, you know, like, oh, you know me too well kind of laughter look on his face after, you know, she made that comment. And then, you know, when Spencer gets drunk later and she's like, yeah, he built me a chair, some other girl gets a whole house.
Yeah. That was a little funny.
Yeah. But she's in some kind of, like, government or political field now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Same with Mona.
And Spencer's mom is running for, was it senator? I think it was.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Or governor or something. I don't know. Whatever it was. She was running for something.
Yeah. I don't know. The whole storyline with that was probably the most boring part of the episode to me.
Yeah, I didn't really care.
Couldn't really
Honest.
connect with it
I
at
mean, I
all.
was like, yay, she got out of the basement, but I didn't really care to know anything what was going on with her mom,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, they don't.
Nothing.
I was hoping we got like a flashback to see how the moms got out of the basement.
We're never gonna find out.
No, just like
Unless
we're
they
never
all get
gonna.
together and they're talking over drinks at some point.
Right, just like we're never gonna find out what happened to the barrel, or the De Laurentiis's dog, or the lacrosse sticks. Like
Right.
we'll never find out answers to any of those things.
No.
But what was interesting with Spencer, and I don't know if you picked up on this, but I felt like something was going on with her and Caleb.
Yeah, I kind of did too. After he said that he was staying at her place or whatever, and then they said it was awkward and they walk away together. I feel like there might be.
They walked away like side by side, like almost shoulder to shoulder,
Yeah.
right? And then like when the toward the end when the funeral was going on, Caleb came up and he like touched her on the shoulder in like
Hmm.
I don't want to say it was like a dirty way, and it just seemed like almost like a suggestive kind of way. And he's like, "Are you okay? Do you want me to call a ride
Right.
or something like that?" And it was just like something's going on with them. So
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that part.
when Spencer was like, she sent Caleb, she called him, sent him up to the room to go talk to Hannah, and she waited downstairs. That was a little weird too. Like,
Right.
so it seems like something's definitely going on there.
Yeah, either they've become very close friends or there is something more going on there.
And supposedly he's taken up a job with Spencer, too, like
Hmm.
something for the government or
Yeah, something.
yeah, which is really
And then
weird because that's like the complete opposite of what Caleb was doing before. He was hacking things before.
right. And then I can't wait to see who Hannah's engaged to now.
Yeah, supposedly this guy Jordan, right? Is that the name
Yeah,
she dropped?
I think so.
Yeah,
I hate names. I'm bad at that.
yeah. So am I. I'm terrible.
Go
I
us.
just started getting the girls' names down. Kidding.
Yeah, no,
But
well, obviously. I would hope you at least can know their name.
right? Yeah, 6 years in, I think I got that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Maybe not
Um,
tomorrow.
but I think I think the worst one of the bunch was Emily.
Yeah, that everything kind of shook up her life, and then I mean, with her dad dying and all that, like,
Right.
I mean, it was bound that she was going to have some sort of a breakdown, but I didn't realize it was going to be like as big as it was. I
Yeah.
thought she was a little bit more headstrong, you know.
Right.
Seemed to always be the one that has her stuff together.
Yeah, and
Or
that's definitely not the case now. Like, it seems like she
no.
doesn't have a current girlfriend or anything. No
Hmm.
mention of one anyway. She dropped out of college and she's still popping pills. So
Yep. That's yeah, that pretty much sums it
I
up.
shouldn't say still popping pills because that was Spencer. That wasn't even Emily.
Yeah, but didn't she at one point?
I don't. I feel like she was on something for her shoulder. Remember when she got run over by the car?
Yeah.
So I feel like she was on something, but it was very brief.
Okay.
But yeah, this is kind of new territory for her. This is, I think, why it feels so familiar is because it's been Spencer the whole time.
Right.
So, and now, and Spencer was always the one that was kind of calm and collected. Then we watched her downward spiral, and now it's like her and Emily have completely reversed roles.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much actually, now that you mention it just like that, yeah.
yeah. And then we get Allison, which put us in a. I mean, coming back from this put us in a really different place than where we left off with the time jump, right? So it seemed like we didn't.
Allison's boring.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get to the time jump that we saw at the end of last episode
No.
10 yet. So it's like when the girls all rush in, they say he's back or something like that, or
Right.
something like that. So we don't even know what's going on with that.
No. I feel like we're gonna find that out, but it's not gonna be for a couple more episodes at least.
Right. So, Allison just wants her family. She wants Charlotte to come out of,
Which I feel like we all knew was gonna happen.
yeah, yeah, for
She
sure.
was gonna want to get to know her and
And she did that. She had 5 years to do that,
right.
and, in the meantime, she's become a teacher.
Hmm.
She's possibly married. Like, because she has a different last name, or I don't know if that's maybe like a witness protection name almost,
I mean,
just to like protect it from the students, like Googling their teacher's name. I don't.
yeah, okay, I could see that. Because I was gonna say, I mean, you can't really witness protection somebody who wants to be
Yeah,
involved with their, well, not involved like that, but
yeah. I
have a
mean,
relationship with their harasser,
right.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's just
Like,
a lot of like controversy and stuff that went on with the De Laurentiis name. I mean, her mom dying, her sister going nuts,
right,
and all this stuff. So it's just maybe you want to change your name just so the kids coming in don't realize it's the same
right.
Allison. You know,
Hmm.
I don't know. We don't
Maybe.
we don't really know. We just know that her
They just kind of they grazed over everything.
yeah. What was
That
her
they,
name in the was it Rollins?
I think so.
And isn't that the
Or
name of
Rollins.
yeah? Isn't that the name of the doctor?
Yes.
So
Oh my God. I didn't pick up on that. So I bet you they're gonna, yeah, they've been together.
yeah. Interesting.
I didn't that literally just clicked
Yeah,
now.
it's the same for me.
All
Same for
right.
me.
I'm glad we both just got there together.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Interesting journey there. Um, yeah, so she like calls in all the girls on Charlotte's behalf to come speak, at some kind of hearing, and it's not really like a under oath kind of trial. It's the judge just wants to hear their statements and find out whether or
right.
not they'd be terrified to have Charlotte back into the world. And the girls were a little concerned because they're like, what if Sarah Harvey comes in and she starts speaking or whatever, and then we find out that she's not even allowed to talk at this thing because of the way her criminal charges were handled.
Right.
So I was like,
I
oof,
um I wasn't too pleased with the girls
yeah,
at this trial. Like, I get lying for your best friend's sake so she can have a relationship outside with her sister for real.
hmm,
But at the same time, like everything that's been, like, you're gonna kill me for saying this, but Arya, I was really proud of her for being the only one that was able. I thought Mona was even gonna stick up for herself, and she couldn't.
right, yeah, no,
But
I was proud of Arya too. If anybody, I knew it was going to be Arya, that because Arya is kind of like I said, she's kind of flat and she's kind of two dimensional, when it comes to
mhm.
her personality and everything. But she's always been honest for the most part. Out of all the girls,
Right,
she's been the most honest. She has
yeah,
the most trouble keeping the secrets. Like you saw how killing I can't even think of her name. Jenna's friend that was guiding her. Remember in New
oh,
York?
okay, yeah.
Totally blanked on her name. Like we said, we're not good with names.
No, clearly,
When she died, and then even back when the parents were having the affair, like she was totally like torn there.
right.
So she's always had a rough time like keeping secrets.
Hmm.
So I totally expected her to be the one to stand up for herself. And then you even hear when Spencer got drunk, she goes, "I never in a million years thought that they'd let
Yeah,
her out. I only said that to make Allison feel better."
which I understood with Spencer when she said that. I got why they all acted that way,
Yeah.
and I felt for her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now, of course, there's going to be all this drama because Cece's dead, and they're going
Yeah,
to need to
that's the
prove that they
crazy
were.
part. That's the
The
crazy part.
camera. Oh, the camera when they were talking about
Yeah, the
when they were in the old Radley,
the new
they were
Radley.
talking about, well, yeah, but they were talking about Cece and the camera focused in on them.
Yeah,
I
those
want to know.
those type of cameras though, as far as I'm concerned or as far as I know, to my knowledge, don't record audio. They're strictly video. So, they all have their cell phones off, so there's no way to tap into the microphones or anything with that.
Right.
So, I think it was
It's
just
still a
more
little
of yeah.
still a little creepy.
Oh, of course it is. 100%. But yeah, the with Charlotte, she the day she gets out, she goes to bed, she disappears, she gets pushed out of the balcony, and
After she's already dead.
yeah, after she's already dead.
Yeah.
So I think this was the best direction the show could have gone.
Probably, yeah. I
Because,
mean, if they kept her alive for too long, it would have gotten dry and boring.
yeah, not only that, but you would have been, okay, well, it's her. You would the
Right.
entire time been focusing, oh, no, it was her. Charlotte
Right.
did
Like
it.
she's
She was
lying.
A,
She's
she's
still messing
she's
with
still A,
him.
she's still doing it. And even, like, you show people outright, like, oh, no, okay, she got kidnapped, whatever, she's being tied up. Well, she's in on it. She has an accomplice, and that's just for
Right.
show. So there would be no way around it. Like, you can't say, "Oh, she's faking dead." She's not. She's dead.
Right.
You know, Mona got away with faking her death, and Sarah got away with kind of faking her death. She just went missing. They never said she was dead. And
Yeah, she didn't really fake her death.
yeah, so this is completely different. There's no way Charlotte's still alive. She's dead.
Right. Yeah, no, she's a goner.
Yeah. So
Bye-bye, Cece.
yeah. Yeah, but so she's let out the day she's let out, she dies. So who the hell could want her dead? What's the motive? My first instinct is Arya, of course.
My first instinct was Mona.
Yeah,
Yeah, the way Mona was like, "Oh, I still have nightmares," and then in the she was the one who requested that she be heard as a victim, blah blah blah, and then she ends up not saying how she felt.
mm-hmm.
She kind of takes it back last minute. I think she realizes that Cece's going to be let out, and doesn't want to make herself look like somebody that's going to be guilty or a target.
Yeah. I mean, same could be said about Arya, right? Arya is the only one that stood up against Charlotte. Didn't
Yeah.
want Charlotte out. How petrified, how scared she is. And then she left right after she gave her statement. She left. She didn't stick around in the court. She didn't go back
Right.
and sit down with the other girls. She left. So that looks really suspicious.
I
Just
mean,
saying.
yeah.
Just saying.
But I mean, they were all at the bar. I don't feel like it's any of the girls. I don't. I know that they're gonna go look at all of the four girls because
Mm-hmm.
obviously they all have motive. They,
Right.
but I don't. They were all together at the bar. I don't believe it's them. That's
My
why my first instinct was Mona because she wasn't with them because she's
right.
really not part of the group.
But I think having like all the girls together and drinking and whatever, I think that's kind of the perfect alibi. It's like, ooh, because we kind of saw this, or this kind of mirrors the Allison incident. Going back to season
Well,
one,
yeah,
where Spencer wasn't around, at the time of the murder. This time, wake up, everybody's sleeping, whatever. But that's not to say that one of them didn't leave and come back. Like everybody's passed out.
yeah,
When
touche.
people are drinking and they pass out, like you can ride an elephant through the room and nobody's gonna wake up. You know. So
No, I would wake up because I would be like, "Is that an elephant?" I kind of want to start riding an elephant. I'm
you would
sorry.
be the one riding
It's
the
my
elephant through the room.
turn. Like,
Yeah.
and if I wasn't, I would be kicking them off because it's my turn.
Right.
Like,
But so my
uh,
first my first instinct outside of Arya is Dr. Rollins.
right.
Because Dr. Rollins is Charlotte's patient or doctor. Charlotte was her patient, was his patient.
Yeah.
Knows when she's getting out, has time to
Hmm.
plan around all this, has spent the most time with her.
Yep. And
So
she would be trusting enough to go somewhere to meet up with him.
yeah,
But I also feel like she's kind of dumb enough to be trusting to anybody.
could be.
I mean, she's smart but dumb.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know how the hearing and everything works. Like, when Charlotte gets out, does she have access to see people's like statements? Because don't they have like one of those like telegraphed or whatever that they type everything that happened in the
Hmm.
courtroom, right? So
Yeah.
would she have access to those statements after she got out? Like, can she pull those up as records if she wanted to?
I mean, probably as long as it. I mean, I know it's just a show, but as long as it wasn't sealed, like, yeah,
Yeah,
she can look it up online.
right. So in that regard, same thing could be said. Arya could be like, "Look, I want to explain, and
Right.
talk and lure her away." So I'm not saying it's Arya, but it's Arya.
But you're saying it's Arya.
Yeah.
It's not, though.
No.
I know my girl.
All right. We'll see. I was on Arya's back this whole time last time, pointing her out. Didn't come out to
And you
be.
were
She was not
false,
involved. I
false, false, false.
falsely accused her, and my way of apologizing is to accuse her all over again. So
Such a nice guy.
yeah,
You know, you got great,
I
great.
gotta stick with what I'm good at, and that's accusing Arya.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, Mona's still she's still having nightmares over the whole thing, so it very easily could be Mona too.
Right. I think it's her.
Could be.
She's crazy.
Yeah. What about Ezra?
I feel like he could get pissed off enough to kill her. I mean, let's.
We've seen a
He's gone
dark
through a
side of
lot,
Ezra. We've
and
definitely seen a dark side of Ezra.
he's gone through a lot recently with the other girl being missing, and I feel like he's going to be stuck on that now because he was kind of stuck on the Allison missing thing for a while, and he was helping them, secretly helping himself with the book, and now all of a sudden this woman goes missing and they can't find her. I think he was involved with her, right?
Yeah, well, see, the Nikki in chat is saying it's still Ezra. It was always Ezra, cracking up. But no, like Ezra, the girl Nicole, I think it was. Remember, it was Emily's Habitat for Humanity team leader,
Right, yeah.
right? And then they went out on that date, and then Ezra came out of the date being like, "Oh yeah, I'm going there." So now, is she the one that's missing, or did he find somebody else?
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was her,
Yeah, I'm under the assumption that it's her.
but I mean, now that you kind of put it like that, I guess it could be somebody else.
Yeah.
But I think it's her.
I mean, she goes missing. He gets sick. He gets sent back home. He moves back to the upstairs of the brew. He still owns it, but he's back just around the time that all this starts going on.
And he does show up to the witness statement
He did.
thing, which I know he was totally doing that for her, but it was still a little weird.
I mean, Ezra. See, the thing with the girls, yeah, they were affected the most. Ezra was affected. Caleb was affected. Toby was affected. Why weren't they there to give statements?
Right.
Like they saw sides of this that yeah, the girls are gonna have the biggest opinion.
Right, but they were also affected by everything.
Right. So I feel like they should have all gave statements too.
Yeah, they should have. They should have invited the boys.
Because it's a little biased to have all female opinions in my, like.
I mean, yeah, we could be real bitches.
Could be. I'm not saying that you're all gonna be bitches, but it's gender equality and all that lovely stuff. Equality. I don't know.
Listen to you.
Yeah, look at me.
Tisk tisk.
Look what I've turned into. Yeah, so
I don't even know you anymore.
I don't know myself. But as for like the rest of the people in town, Arya's dad is still around, right?
Yep.
Him and his mom, Arya's mom did not seem to get back together.
Which I'm happy about.
Yeah, I am too. There was no mention of Mike. So it's just the dad living there by himself. Is he still teaching? Did they say anything? I didn't catch it. I'm not sure.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Probably.
But,
at least.
He's the one that saw Ezra still around town. He said he didn't talk to him. Arya's apparently got a boyfriend or something, that she's been seeing too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's still
kind
on.
Of interesting to see what he looks like too.
Yeah. And then Emily's mom, we see, her for a little bit, and she's apparently seeing somebody, but it's a little too much for her, and they're on break right now.
Right.
And then Hannah's mom is the only other one we see, and she's the one in charge of running the Radley.
Which I thought was weird. Not gonna lie. Just a little bit.
Just like tiny bit. I would have liked to see like all the moms go in on it together and all of them be involved and
right.
They bonded in the basement.
Yeah, I thought they all were gonna be like BFFs, besties, do Friday night wine nights, something. I got nothing out of the moms. I was a little disappointed, not gonna lie.
Yeah. So I mean,
Maybe one night.
yeah, maybe we didn't see Jason, right?
No, I'm kind of curious. I mean, I guess he has motive as well to
Yeah,
go after Cece. So I just I want to know where he was. I want to see him.
yeah.
I like Jason. For the most part, he was pretty chill.
We
A little
didn't.
weird sometimes, but
Yeah, we didn't see anything from Mr. De Laurentiis, right?
no,
We
I
don't.
don't care about him
No.
either.
So, I mean, there's a lot of people left out.
I'm sure
So,
they're gonna slowly trickle in.
yeah, I mean, no
Most of them
Melissa.
at least.
No word from Melissa. No word from Jenna.
I didn't even think about Melissa
Yeah, we don't know
or Jenna.
where all these people are sitting right now, but
They're gonna come out. They're gonna come out of the
they
woodworks.
always do. They
Of
always do.
course. It's Rosewood.
Yeah, and now the girls are back, and things are at ease a little bit, but when they first get there anyway, like Spencer sees the four girls sitting out at the cafe, like outside. They're get the text
Yeah,
messages, and they're all like looking around, like freaked out, and then they just start
they all
laughing.
laugh.
Yeah, and then Spencer just gets this like uneasy feeling wash over her, and she just has to like walk away.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, here we are again, Rosewood,
Right.
place of
Like
terrible things.
deja vu.
Yeah. But because of the murder, the girls are kind of stuck.
Stuff.
Yeah. So it gives them reason to stay behind until the investigation is over, which will at least probably be able to finish out this season.
Right.
Um,
And that means we're gonna start seeing some new characters, hopefully.
mm-hmm.
Some new drama. Something. Spice it up. I
Yeah.
needed something this episode. It really, I wasn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
No.
expecting more with the time jump. I'm not
Oh, I
gonna
feel
lie.
you on that because the way it ended in such a crazy cliffhanger with "he's here again, he's coming for you," kind of thing, and
Right?
like
Yeah.
then we get no mention of that whatsoever. But yeah, it did build up to the death of Charlotte. But like we said before, I think that was the best thing they could have done in terms
Yeah.
of keeping the mystery going on the show and like starting a new mystery. And this is basically reset. This is the reset button for Pretty Little Liars. They get to start at zero again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we have a season and a half left until they've already announced the end of the show.
They did.
But who knows? They might decide that they want to do more. Just because they've announced the end doesn't mean it's really the end.
The end. Yes.
But
We'll see.
kind of hoping that season and a half is all that there is left. To be honest.
And unless it gets like some crazy new twist that they can really play off of, I'm with you.
Right. Because it's like though this is very different, it's still it's the same formula.
Right.
So like yes, they're older now, they're more mature, and they even said pouting your lip and saying pretty please with sugar on top does not really work much
Right.
more. It doesn't really work, Allison. Like that was on the playground. We're not on the playground anymore.
Right.
So
I don't know. We'll have to see.
yeah. You have anything else for this episode?
No.
No.
No. Got
Well,
nothing.
Next week, the episode is called Charlotte's Web. Haha. As the girls are forced to stay in Rosewood, questions about the new mystery surface. A restless Arya starts to look suspicious as she heads back to Boston a little too quickly. But could Arya really be the one behind this?
No.
As Spencer, Emily, and Hannah find themselves back in familiar territory, they aren't happy with going about solving this puzzle the old way. So,
All right. Hopefully it'll be a little bit interesting.
yeah, Arya's not
Better
looking too good right now.
I
Things are not
mean,
looking good for her.
again, like,
Just saying.
I'm just saying, it's not my Arya.
We'll see.
She's too innocent.
No, she's not. That's the one thing Arya is
She's
not. Arya is not
super
innocent.
innocent. Super.
Arya killed someone and never even got
Oh my
arrested
God.
for murder.
It was self-defense. She wouldn't have gotten it anyways. Self-defense. That bitch deserved it.
Sasha, was that her name?
Yes.
I feel like it began with an S.
Sounds familiar. Sasha could work. I mean, if it's not her name, maybe we can make it her new name.
It's her new name.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Rest in
dead
peace,
now,
Sasha.
so yeah.
Yeah. So
Doesn't count.
no. Yeah. So I think that about does it. Yeah. You can find me down below on Twitter at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM. And you can find all of us on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, Space, excuse me, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Until next week. I don't know. Do something until next week.
Peace.
Peace.